Fort, hey Trisha, come on!
I got thumbs. Try this one time. I'm gonna try this. Here, I'm gonna run up the sidewalk and just some more candy for me. Mommy's carrying a little girl. Can I go walk with them? Please? I'll demand more candy from sisters. Yeah, can I go walk with them?
No, honey. Did you take any pictures, Log?
Yeah, I took one. There's the police department. Yo, bakers. Oh, he's so cute.
October 25th, Brent's playing his last game.
Down, the Pioneers elected to punt. The Governors take over first at 10. Truncheon with the ball for the Governors. To connect with the tackle. disconnect. On the tackle, first down, Kurt. Cruz was the ball carrier. O'Hamus for the tackle.
Cassie, that's like not even funny.
First down, Kurt. Number 1, Anderson now at quarterback for the Governors. Fumble on the play. Fumble recovered by the Pioneers. Lycoming Valley will take over first and 10. Lusk with that fumble recovery for Lycoming Valley. First down, Lycoming Valley. Penalty flag on the field. Still first down for the Pioneers.
You can tell Derek's pathetic because he has one white sock and one green sock. And there's another flag on the
Perfect.
Ever! Woo! Yeah, ever, he finally got it. Ever. Do you remember when I used to
His pass is incomplete. Pass intended for Saraki. After 3 quarters. Fourth down at the end of the 3rd quarter. The Pioneers elected to punt. Governors. Governors will take over first and 10.
That is so
The Governors call a timeout.
To remember the tragic events of September 11th, 2001, and the brave men and women who are now overseas fighting to defend our freedom and our way of life. Ladies and gentlemen, please direct your attention now to the microphone behind home plate and welcome Max von Essen, son of the New York City Fire Commissioner Thomas von Essen. He will now sing our national anthem.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets' red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave.
Ladies and gentlemen, please direct your attention now to the area in front of the pitcher's mound for tonight's ceremonial first pitch. And please welcome the President of the United States.
No president has ever visited Yankee Stadium during the World Series. This was the year. This was the year for that to happen.
You know, breaking through the clouds on an early morning and seeing the sun come up, you know, there's nothing like it. So I love my job. I try to make it a
Year
good
before the start of Game 3, and now it's Roger Clemens with a postseason record of 0-1. Factoring in what he has done even in this postseason, however.
Thank you very much. Before our last piece, I just thought I'd let you know that I'm really having a great time working with the students of Brown Hills. They've come a long way just in the time I've known them since September. So I'm really, really pleased with how they're doing. I'm asking for your help in helping us remember to practice. I can preach at them, I can remind them, either sticker or no sticker or anything like that, but there's nothing like having somebody at home reminding them to practice as much as possible. We'd like a little bit every day, but certainly every other day, 4 or 5 times a week, all those things would be great. And I tell them that the hardest part of practicing is making the decision to get the instrument out of the case. That's the hardest part. It's all downhill from there. It's all easy from there. But it's that initial decision to say, yes, I'm going to sit down and spend 20 minutes to a half an hour with my instrument right now that sometimes I need some help with. So if you can help us out with that, you're going to continue to hear them get better and better and better. We have one omission from the program. Really, it's a late entry into the 5th grade band. We have a 4th grader who is...
And how do you acknowledge the audience?
I told the elementary kids in our assembly that maybe they've gotten a pet for Christmas. Maybe they've opened up a cat.
January 5th, 2002. Trisha in her third week tennis lessons.
There we go. Okay, now put the string facing the other box. Done? Oh, you have a couple there on your own. Sorry. See that one. Right now. Give me a look. Don't move in front of it, Claire. Haley, you can do some throwing. Yep. Ready? Two more. Right chop, high five. Okay, ready? Try something. Bring your arm a little bit. Come on back here for the turn. Now, you want to have Rich stand. Left toe to this hold. Back to the okay, so my knee and my right your right leg. Whatever you want to do. You want right your rack up. Last five. 5, 53. Okay, now, hold on. High as we can reach. Okay? Is this as high as I can reach? No, look at my elbow. Put it down here. Good, extend, clear. Extend it right on. There you go. Okay. Make yourself as tall as you want to be. Careful. See how you're not here. There we go. Good job. Ready. Put out a little bit, guys. Put out. Down to the left, to the left, to the left. Aim it to the left. Oh, wait a minute. Where are we standing? Left toe to that toe. Right foot parallel, up, out, follow, swing, tap, tap.
coyotes just, you can hear them howling. It's unreal.
Then I just heard up near our cabin, where we used to hunt up at the old apple orchard in Rose Valley, we leased that over the mountain. The Game Commission approved and made sure that a department.
Yeah.
And
remember the bobcat in Quigglesville?
We went through Quigglesville. Well, first I'll tell you, we went through Quigglesville 2 years ago. Coming back from squirrel hunting with our cabin, across 973. And you know where Quigglesville is? You know where that stop sign is? Where you can go straight and go over Hogan's Run?
Yep.
Back up a little bit, and you notice how it's kind of windy in there, and you go break into a field to your left and stuff. We had a bobcat that went by there.
We thought it was
dusk. That looked like a small. If it didn't go 30 pounds to 40 pounds, again, I'll give you my pay. And I've seen.
Yeah, we thought it was
saw
a
4
huge
bobcats.
dog without it. It was unreal.
Yeah, I mean, it was like it came down. You could see something coming off the bank, 2 bounces, and it was gone. And I had my lights on, but it was still light. You know, it was like,
yeah,
you know,
sun just ready to
set. And I thought, my minute, I says, over there, the other side of the building, on a 45-degree angle. And you could hear these squirrels up there. And it's like an hour before it gets dark, they start coming in. You almost have to shoot them for self. There's that man. She had a riot. And we're using a .22 Magnum. I got a nice 3-9 bird ball. And all of a sudden, you could hear this leaves rattling. So where her house is, they had to come up and trap 5 bears. The Game Commission off her property.
And they only got.
I'm glad she's very well for probably
Everybody, now do you do the same thing? I'm a little older than this probably. Remember a woman in Beverly Baker's Lights? Beverly Baker's Lights, she was amazing because she was ambidextrous. So she had 2 walking foreheads that she could never cover the neck. So, and you're right, it was Connor's metric. She's man now again. Look at that. I mean, that's... Right, over here.
But all those kids that started in the and I think the senior thing should go up to a competitor and joke and smile and, you know, they have all like they all fit together and they know each other. Yeah, they do. They have never put up this program.
Gentlemen stepping it up.
Kind of backwards.
Okay. You got your bird?
November 16th, 2002. Trisha's by herself. The boys will come at 10 o'clock. Trish, nice shot.
D.A.R.E program officially, and we all started together that year. I don't think they remember that, but I do. Welcome to a great evening. We have two officers that work with our students. They send a letter saying it's a privilege to work with your child. I think it's a privilege that they have the opportunity to also work with those officers day and night. Just here so that
For you people that don't know who I am, I'm Officer Dave, and this is Officer Matt. We've been here for 17 weeks teaching the 5th grade D.A.R.E program. We've had some very good experiences and some good times. Tonight I'm just going to introduce the guests that I have standing behind me. And can everybody hear me without the mic? In the back row we have our Old Lyco Township supervisors, Mr. John Eck, Mrs. Janet Hall, and Mr. Robert Markle. And believe it or not, without them supporting the D.A.R.E program, we wouldn't be here because they do support it. Since there are mastermind both bosses that they allow us to be here. They are dedicated to the program just like Matt and I are. Police personnel, the first one here in the corner is Chief Casale. Sad to say, this is going to be his last D.A.R.E graduation as Chief of Police because as of June he is retired. He has dedicated over 30 years of service to the township as police chief and as a police officer. And I think he needs a round of applause. He's Old Lyco Township. He's also a criminal investigator, and he has this is his 25th year as a police officer with the township. Of course, everybody met Mrs. Heck when she was up here doing the welcome. I want to thank her for allowing us to be here and to be able to teach the D.A.R.E program in her school. Also, without the assistance of Mr. Culp and Mr. Enderley, we wouldn't have done as good a job as we had. And I'd like to give them a big round. Sitting right here next to Corporal Lusk is Mr. Mike Dinges. He is the first assistant district attorney for Lycoming County. He has been assistant district attorney since 1996. And when District Attorney Tom Reno, when he takes his appointment as a federal attorney, Mr. Dinges will be our next district attorney. So. At this time, I'm going to have Mr. Dinges come up and he has a few words to say to the graduating class.
Thank you folks for having me here. As indicated, I am a first assistant district attorney here in Lycoming County. During my time in the district attorney's office, I spent a lot of time prosecuting drug cases. In fact, for good grades, you want to be in good physical shape. Do drugs help you do any of that? No. Do any of you know anyone who has ever gone to jail because of drugs? Any of you know anyone? I'm not going to ask you who they are, but do you know some? Yeah, some of you know people. What's happening to their lives? Go ahead. What's happening? No? Okay. What's happening? They're getting ruined. Why? Okay, it's tearing them away from their families. Yep. Pardon me? Okay. Nothing good is coming out of the drug habit that they have. In 1975, I was a deputy sheriff here in Lycoming County. And I transported a lady down to the Muncie State Prison. We took her down there. She got sentenced to state prison time and it's for cocaine. In 1980 or 81, I was involved in a drug raid as a policeman. And guess what? Saw the same lady. She's now addicted to heroin. And she went down to Muncie State Prison. In 1987, I was a district justice. That was the year after I took office. And guess who they brought in on a drug raid? The same lady. Still addicted to heroin, except she now developed hepatitis, which is a very deadly disease. Why did that happen to her? She's using drugs. Who made her use them? Who hasn't? It was her choice. She came from a family of professional people. Her parents were college educated. They had very good jobs. But she is the one that made the choice. As far as I know, she's still in state prison now. I haven't heard about her for quite a few years. But the last time I saw her, have you ever seen pictures of people that had anorexia? You know, really skinny. Well, that's what she looked like. You could just see the bones because there was no meat left because all she wanted was more heroin. That's one of the most highly addictive controlled substances that the law enforcement community deals with. And I saw her over the period of 12 years destroy her life. And she was a very intelligent young lady. Except she made some very bad choices. And she is the one suffering for those choices more than anyone else. Okay? That's what they tried to emphasize with you here. You make bad choices, you suffer the consequences. If a person is convicted in Pennsylvania of delivery, of giving a controlled substance to someone else, they can receive a 15-year jail sentence and be sentenced to pay a $250,000 fine each time they do that. If they're convicted of just having some drugs in their possession, they can get a year in jail and a $5,000 fine just for having a small amount in their possession. It is a serious crime. If you ask your parents, because I'm going to guess most of them are my age, probably younger, because I'm getting old. But ever since I can remember, I grew up in this county, and ever since I can remember, every couple of years there'd be a drug raid, and they'd arrest a lot of drug dealers. And you know what? Every couple of years there's still a drug raid, and they arrest some drug dealers. Because people still make the wrong choices. Why do you think people decide they want to do drugs? Looks cool. To fit in. All their friends do it. That's a good one. Under a lot of stress, and why would they take drugs then? Ease their troubles, make them feel good. Yeah. Yep, to get over their troubles. Just doing the same thing she or he saw their family doing. That happens a lot. Yep, they see an older brother or sister, they think they can do it. Somebody here said something interesting. Their friends do it. There's a lady I know who now she's been sober at least 8 years, meaning she is a drug addict. But she now attends Narcotics Anonymous meetings, she gets counseling, and she lives one day at a time to stay sober. And she's been sober for 8 years. But she told me when she started doing drugs, what drug do you think she used first? I'm not sure if she used cigarettes. She might have. No? Alcohol was the first drug she used. Now, why do you think alcohol is the first drug people use? Is it illegal for people under 21? Yeah. Okay. But your parents can all have alcohol, can't they? They're all over 21, and we all can drink if we're over 21. It's the easiest drug to get hold of. And what she did when she started drinking, she said, well, gee, I'm not so bad. My friends are smoking marijuana, too. But I don't do that. So she made, drinking alcohol isn't too bad. But then she went on to tell me her story. After a couple of years, she started smoking marijuana and drinking alcohol. But she said in her mind, well, that's not too bad because a lot of my friends are doing speed, taking pills that make you revved up. And after a while, she started taking speed because, well, a lot of my friends are using cocaine. So I'm not so bad because they're worse. And she got into the heroin habit ultimately because somebody else she knew was always doing something one step beyond what she did. And it all started with the first choice when she was about 14 or 15 to begin using alcohol. And she justified it. She said it was okay in her own mind because other people were worse than her. Does that make something right? All it did was mess her up. She almost lost the business she owns because of the drugs. And she had a successful business and has now built it back up. But she almost lost it because of drugs. Some of you want to be doctors. Would any of you want to go to a doctor who's a drug addict? Yeah. No, don't cut that head off. I really kind of like to keep it. Yeah. What kind of doctor are you going to have? Yeah. Not this time around. I don't want to see him. No. And what profession do you think abuses controlled substances more than any other profession? What profession? Not alcohol. We're going to put alcohol aside for now. But abuses other drugs. What profession do you think abuses them more than almost any other profession? Athletes maybe some, but not the direction I'm looking. They could. Pardon me? Still didn't hear you. Speak up. Nurse? No. I already told you the answer now. The medical profession. And why? Because they can get it. If you become a doctor, you could be tempted to abuse the drugs because you know the drugs will take care of aches in your back and things like that, and you can become addicted. And that's what can happen. And people don't look at that and realize that. They make bad choices. So you have to be aware of that. Look out for your friends if they begin to make bad choices. Do any of you know what a nuclear engineer is? To the folks that work in the power plants on the reactors and stuff, okay? Do you think they make a pretty good living? It'd be a pretty good profession. About 12 years ago, a guy who graduated from Williamsport High School over here came into my course. He was going into the Navy, and he was enlisted to be a nuclear engineer. He graduated number 4 in his class, and there is no profession in the armed services that demands more of someone on an educational basis than the nuclear engineer. 40% of the people, 4 out of 10 people that go into the class flunk out. It is extremely difficult. He told me he was going to be in the military for 20 years, retire at 38, find a nuclear power plant in the part of the country he wanted to live in, and go get a job as a nuclear engineer there. And then retire after 25 years there. He would have had 2 full pensions, medical benefits. He would have had everything he wanted materially. But before he went into the Navy, he and 3 friends went out with 1 6-pack of beer and got caught with underage drinking. Before he even got to my court to plead guilty or not guilty, the Navy removed him from the nuclear engineering program. They didn't want somebody who might be an abuser of substances working on nuclear reactors. See, a little bit distressing if you're in the middle of the Pacific Ocean and the reactor in the Enterprise aircraft carrier melts down through the bottom of the ship and you kind of have a problem. You know, not exactly what they want to do. He ruined his future for a can and a half of beer. He made a choice. He suffered a consequence, and it ruined the future he planned. That's what I want you people to think about when you leave here. When you get to any high school, a lot of people like to say Williamsport High School has all the drug problems. Baloney. It's in every school in this county. It's in every school in this state. Okay? You're going to be faced with the choices. Hey, we're having a party. Come on over. My parents aren't going to be home. What do you think's going to happen? Something wrong is going to happen if there aren't parents there. You don't know. You make the choices. You make the wrong choices, you'll see me, probably see Mr. Dinges, and you really don't want to see Officer Matt and Officer Dave after they've instructed you and taught you and helped speak with you and listen to you on what to do and what not to do. To go through 17 weeks and come to this day, you've done a lot. And we are proud of you, and we want to see you continue that. You'll run into other youth who haven't been through a D.A.R.E program. Help them learn to make the right choices. Help them to stay drug-free and violence-free. Okay? I don't need to see any more people in my court than I do now. And I don't need any more new customers. Don't need you guys. We have enough business. You need to focus on what you want to do with your life in the region. And you do have your parents, some grandparents here that'll support you. Okay? I thank you for your time. I thank you for your attention. And share with me some of your dreams of what occupations you want to have. When you're a doctor and I come in front of you, give me a break on the
526.
I did it!
563. 572. 549.
9th.
Is Wiggles? asked Amanda. Yes, said Mama. His real name is Benjamin.
Today's March 23rd, and Trisha is reading to me while I'm sitting in the paper. What's your story? The bear's new baby. She's already read a couple of them. We're gonna paint here this weekend.
Tonight's movie night.
There's a new ceiling.
Tonight's movie night. Daddy the chicken. This is Wiggles estimate. Yes, and Mama. He's so small and wrinkly, said Amanda. When will he be big enough to play with me? She asked. Soon, said Mama. In the meantime, Wiggles will keep us very busy. Hey, no, Daddy, can I camcord? Yes.
You can. Yeah, I guess you can.
I already know how to do it.
Hey, you can.
Camcord. Let's zoom in. New cupboard.
Tell them what this is, Trish.
This is our new cupboard.
Oh, flower. You can see the flower.
And there's the flower
Yeah.
thing. Mommy, move! Hey, Mommy!
Hey, Trishy.
Our new TV.
Oh, Bradley, please, please. I'm begging you. Now this isn't a dump on me, is it?
Stop it, Brent. Logan on the computer. Let's go and see Mickey. There's Mickey Bird. There he is, his little head. Woo, poppity. Pop, pop. Mickey, his little toy. Ooh, there's his treat. Hey, Mick. Who's she? Oh, you're a tiny little buddy. Let's go see. Ooh, chickie. Chicks. You have to see the chicks.
Ideally, this one is identical, but without me having to pull it out of there.
Messy Bessie and the birthday overnight. Then chick picture. There's a little chick right there. Bunch of other chicks. Let's go see the hamster. Critter is his name. He's about 1 or 2 years, or she is about 1 or 2 years old. Very cute. Golden hamster. He might be sleeping right now. There she is. Brown little thing moving. Is she cute? Brown thing. Exactly. Hi. I'm thinking you want to see Brent's new room. Very nice. No, that's not Brent's room. This is Brent's room. Don't, Brent! Ouch! Meanie. Brent's a big fat meanie. Unthankful. There's his poster, soccer poster on the door.
Get out of here! You little kid. I'll make me come out there and beat you up.
Say hi to the camera, Brent.
That's it,
He's a fellow old guy. And of course our laundry room. Washing detergent. Okay. And of course my dad's den. Little TV. He has everything in here. About.
Hey, Trish. Whoop.
What are you doing now?
I'm going to
Bothering me.
Logan's
I'm
room.
saying, here's Brent's room, and here's his posters,
We're going into Logan's room. Pretty messy, but you'll like it. There's his Crayola crayon. Blue and green, as you see. He sleeps up there on the bunk bed on the top. The bottom is just for trash that he can throw on. See? A bunch. Here's all his posters. He collects Got Milk ones. He's a Packers and Rams fan. And then, of course, here's my room again. My darling room. And here are all my precious moments. I collect them. That girl with the braids and the flower on her head is a Polish Barbie. She's from Poland, I mean. And the girl next to her with the feather on her hat, I think is maybe a German girl. Not sure. And that one with the blue dress is just a glass doll. As you can see, he has curly hair. Pretty blue dress. And there's another picture. My desk. Very messy, of course. And some of my posters. Right here. I'm a fan of Michelle Kwan. There she is. I'll tell you some facts about her. In 2001, Michelle won the women's singles event at the World Figure Skating Championships for the second year in a row. She was the first woman to successfully defend the world title since Christy Yamadachi of the U.S. did it in 1991 and 1992. Michelle has won 4 world championships, second most by a U.S. woman. Get out of here, Brent. Another fact is, Michelle has won 5 of the past 6 U.S. Women's Singles Championships. She finished second in 1994, 1995, and 1997. She is the only skater in history with her own video game, Michelle Kwan Figure Skating, by EA Sports. She began skating at age 5 and won her first competition at 7. Michelle won her first World Junior Championship at 13. There's Michelle Kwan. Get out of here. And that's a picture. That's just a picture of fox pups, raccoon, cottontails, baby baby wild turkeys, and a bobcat. I like animals. And they're my favorite. 2 monkeys sitting on a tree laughing. It says, smiling is infectious. You can catch it like the flu. When someone smiled at me today, I started smiling too. I passed around the corner and someone saw my grin. When he smiled, I realized I'd passed it on to him. I thought about that smile. Then I realized it's worth a single smile, just like mine could travel around the earth. So if you feel a smile begin, don't leave it undetected. Let's start an epidemic quick and get the world infected. Keep the smiling going by sending it on to a friend. Everyone needs a smile. The one that's closing its eyes is me, and the other one next to it that has his eyes open is Logan. Yep, I'm pretty sure. Do not disturb. Ah! And then we go into Logan room again. There's another poster he has. Logan playing free cell.
I'm not playing free cell.
Not free cell, what's it called? Golf, yeah. Playing golf. Basketball hoop. And then, of course, the smile. My favorite is the cow one. Have a cow day. Don't, Brent!
Are you taping?
Yes.
Is Dad letting you?
Yes.
That's not fair. I know that you're actually taping.
And of course, here, what I'm in right now is our living room. Alright, this picture I'm showing you right now, that's Logan. That's Brent. And that's me. And our fish tank.
Oh, Trisha, don't take pictures of the fish.
There's a wreath.
Really ugly.
And then the ugly fish tank that's needed clean really bad. This little fishy. I'll be amazed. Most busiest day of all. Okay, I wouldn't say of all, but pretty windy. Grill. Basketball hoop. Go back inside now. Kind of windy. And there's Mommy. I'm looking. Look. The hamster's cage.
Trishie, how about going down and bringing the laundry up for me, please?
Alright.
The basket, you need to take the basket down there. It's right here.
Okay. The laundry basket, which I have to take down and get the laundry basket. Down the steps I go. Here's the shoe rack. Ooh, door. And a little door hole that you peek through. Let's go fishing. And Daddy.
Are you still taping? Hi. How long have you been taping, Trish?
Not very long.
You could tell Logan to practice his trumpet.
Okay, just a second.
You could tape him practicing after he sets up, right?
I just want to hold this. Mommy said to take the laundry up.
Shut it off.
How?
Okay?
Forget. I forget how.
That red button on the side. Here where your fingers are. So it doesn't say RAC anymore, okay?
Oh. REC, not RA. So you can. You doing it?
Hard at work. Of course, the binoculars hanging around your neck don't help. See the girl? God, you didn't get them all, did you?
Yeah, I did.
You sure? Oh, I thought I saw something in there. Okay. Mother's work is never done. Don't trip over that cord. That's terrible.
Yummy. Quite gushy.
Brent Jazz Band concert, March 26th. Do you see Brent here, Logan? He's on the drums. I see him. go down with him. Let's go down with him.
Casey Buck, Chelsea Old, Cicely Jackson, Mike Eck, and that rather tall-looking middle school student back there. This is Mr. Olson. He is a student teacher here from Bucknell University. The next song we're going to do is a ballad called Spring's Awakening. last song that the combined bands here will play for you is a funk tune. This is Buffalo Head.
know that I take pictures.
I do. Tell her.
It's kind
I
of tough,
tell her.
Bernie. I bet you I spent,
This one's
I don't know how much on pictures.
Thank you. It's alright.
my camera goes wherever I go.
Cool.
At least you're showing me all the different colors.
Oh, what did I do?
Okay.
Oh, Monica.
Trisha, what are you doing?
You're worse than the kid.
What?
Oh, you're coloring? You're doing all kind
These
of
are all
things?
mine. And these.
Ooh, I love that orange one over there. What'd you do? How'd you do that one?
Orange.
Well,
This one.
Yeah.
That's red.
Yeah. Well, where's the red one at? That's pretty neat.
Red one's right here if you leave it in long enough.
Can I have it? Honey?
You have to leave it in
I
for
have to get the
really
kids. We're going to start a basketball game out there. Where's Haiti?
Why is Larry Bird on there?
There's this all-star team. You can get, and you can trade players that were on the
March
all-stars.
29th. Good Friday.
Jay Irving. There's this guy, Irving. Huge actor.
Is Michael Jordan on there?
Mommy's are put stickers.
Sorry about
I
that.
think that's done. Okay, very carefully.
Oh, that's beautiful.
Right here,
You know what?
right there, right there.
I'm gonna
And
make
I
one
gotta
of
wait
those
till
for
it
Grandma
dries.
and Grandpa.
Give Anna Dan. She wants the blue.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Look at that yellow.
You can wait till they dry. Still needs in.
Anything in that one?
I need purple. That's purple. There's no egg in that one.
Okay, now. If you want these to dry, I'm gonna put them over here.
I'm gonna do the purple one now. Okay. Anybody have the...
Okay, March 30th.
and then you ground them. There's two, line up, pack the thing, these balls with the balls, and cover them over, and you can one stop and dirt on top, and then when you be already up, getting harder. Yeah, and then once you dig them out, now it depends on the weather. I do get rid of that. So, people don't realize that you don't get this easy for all those growth.
Easter Sunday, ready for the egg hunt. Go!
Where we going? Everyone's just scattered everywhere.
Don't knock your parents over.
Wait a minute.
No. Has to have your name.
Does it have your name on it?
Heads up.
Okay.
Okay, stop.
I'm sorry. I found mine.
How did you get your secret? Who told you?
No, she stole it and
We gotta hide it again.
Okay,
You cheated. Yep, you cheated. Go up there. Close your eyes.
Wait, how many people were there?
I don't know.
Mommy, how many people were there? 11, but 12.
about that one, Neil?
It was sunny this morning. Really nice out. Got a little chilly.
They have to be around here someplace.
I think I know. I know what it is. I know what it is.
Look at me.
Whoa, that was a big ping pong thing working here. That's
Okay, everyone say Happy Easter.
we can't see Nolan.
Nolan and Hayden, stand up.
Good. That's it.
There's the new press over here. UPI.
Pop up, Hayden. No one stop.
Over. Haley Shaw. Trisha Gymnastics. Rachel Thomas. These are our 2002 hotshot gymnasts. I'm very proud that they have made it this far. There are some girls that started out that after a few months or a few weeks realized that they didn't like the type of training. Kelly, Aaron, spot, you can see that they propagate this ball with ease. Okay? Ready for think you see good physical specimens out here, the good fast runners. Girls were told throughout this period that it's unacceptable to do work with their legs apart and their knees bent. So you can see even though just a series of walks, jumps, and turns. And scale.
Wow, look at him. He's got lots of toys.
Why these girls are being considered or asked by myself to you to start moving them in a
Oh no, this is a little boy. Okay, sure.
There's no particular reason why we're not doing any bars tonight other than it took a long time and I just want to keep you guys here. The girls are doing a variety of rollovers, hip circles, and chin ups and strengthening.
You can get it for him. Get it. You can get it for him. Yeah, you get it. Give it to the little boy. Get it. Get that. Yeah. Good job.
Come back here. John back here. John back here.
That day they do this on their own, you guys are headed to McDonald's or some ice cream place or something. They get something for that. Every 15-year-old cheerleader wants to do one of these. However, for most of them, it's just too late. Although we have an aggressive all-star cheerleading program, it's doing very well. Got it. I'm going to pass out.
Go, go! Yes!
Oh,
nice play, goalie, nice play!
Okay, April 27th. Trisha's second game. Playing Marissa's team.
Trisha, the girl!
What's that?
Saturday, right after
Down the line,
Trisha's
Trisha.
first Holy Communion.
Spread out, spread out.
Third game of the year.
You gotta keep both feet still when you throw it in, okay? You can't step forward. Give me the ball.
They're supposed to step forward about.
Thank you, bud. Gotta keep both feet planted, okay?
Good throw, Trish!
Did not.
Oh.
Goalie kick. Right on the line there, little man.
You're supposed to move your feet though when you throw in, at least for us. For older kids.
Well, they have to be, when you're actually throwing it though, both feet have to be on the ground.
Oh yeah, when you're throwing it.
Go, Trisha, take it, Trish!
But we're supposed to take a step forward and keep our foot down. We're allowed to drag our back foot though.
Oh, and get you on tape here. Katie came to see. Say hi.
Hi.
Trisha's game.
Are you gonna eat some clams?
No, I don't eat clams.
Oh my gosh, how can you not?
She is so good. Go, Trish! Go, Trisha! The video cam.
Is there a veggie tray? I was just going to say, you want to cut carrot and celery sticks? Cucumbers? Celery, cucumbers? That'd be fine. Yeah. All right. I just
Drop it.
Drop it. Cauliflower. I love you really cauliflower. Do you like it? If you like it, that's fine. I just know it's expensive and not everyone eats it. I eat it raw with dip.
Yeah, I like it with. I like it both ways. I like broccoli.
March 7th.